Hey, listeners, before we get started on today's podcast, I just wanted to take a moment and mention today's sponsors. We have two sponsors today that make this podcast possible. So, first off, today's episode is brought to you by restaurant.com. With restaurants.com, you can save at thousands of restaurants across the country with just a few clicks. Their dining deals range from $5 to $100, never expire, and cost you a fraction of the face value. Dinner has never been easier with restaurant.com. Used for dine-in, takeout, or delivery. Restaurant.com is offering our listeners 50% off their next purchase by going to www.restaurant.com/podcast. That's www.restaurant.com/podcast for 50% off your next purchase. Restaurant.com is the best deal every meal. And our second sponsor today is the Pretentious Pickle Company, located on 190 Water Street right here in Plymouth. And if you're a pickle fan, you're going to love what they have. They do more than just your standard pickles. They have all sorts of vegetables pickled, everything you can imagine, from pickled green beans to pickled eggs, pickled Brussels sprouts, you name it, they have it pickled. It's all made right there on location by the owner, Lorraine. It's phenomenal stuff. And they also have a lot of locally made products from local farmers and bakers and whatnot. So if you're in Plymouth, make sure you check out the Pretentious Pickle Company on Water Street, or you can also check out the Pretentious Pickle online at www.pretentiouspickle.com, and you can place orders right there on the website. So thank you to our sponsors, and now let's get into the podcast. Across the line, the Gulf Stream, I've been in Tampa Bay, around the horn, and home again, 'cause that is the sailor's way. Welcome back to the Old Colony Cast, a podcast about all things Plymouth and surrounding areas. And as always, I am joined by Hannah.
Hello.
And our producer/editor, Fish.
Hello.
And today we're starting to head into the fall and winter seasons, and we wanted to bring in someone that I think is doing something really important, and this time of year is even more important. So our guest today is Peter the Soupman.
Well, hello. I'm honored to be here with you folks.
Well, I'm really happy that you're on. I tried to get you last year, but I hit you up midwinter, so you were obviously busy. So exactly how did you get the name Soupman? Like, what is it that you are doing?
Well, it's a gift. It's a gift for me. As some of you know, that I'm pretty emotional when it comes to this. As I lost a son to the streets and opiates.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to find something to do. I wasn't a real good father. I like so many that I just needed something to do to try to make up and to deal with my pain of losing a son that I adored. And I couldn't help.
I'm sorry. And so now you're helping those on the street now?
Yes. Yeah. I started making hot soup, and into where we are today, I really have a hard time every day to figure out how we got here. I have a portable shower that I bring into cities that, I think everyone deserves to take a shower and keep warm. And my son was on the streets, and he was homeless, and he didn't need to be. He chose to, with his addiction, in the way he went on with his life. And I needed to do something. And today where we are, for some of you folks out there haven't heard of what we do, who we are, please check out our website, www.support, SUPPORT, THE, soup, SOUP, man.org. That I know this time of year, my summer's over, and I have 3 portable showers that I bring into areas. And actually, I have one in Bangor, Maine, where my son died. I have one I travel with, and I have one that I'm giving to a veterans group in the spring. These are $50,000 a piece. I've had, I still, as I say, I have a hard time to wrap my head around this. I guess when you're getting phone calls from people like Robert Kraft of New England Patriots to help me buy a shower, I must be doing something right.
Oh, that's amazing. So is it run mostly, obviously, through donations and that sort of thing?
Yes, it's 100% donations. I started this on my own with what very little money I had, making the soup and doing what you have. Yeah, this is 100% donations. And we've had some pretty big givers to help us to do what we do. I started out in the winter, to be honest, that I didn't plan on getting into the showers until I was out there in the winter because when I started this, I didn't want any money.
Right.
I didn't want any money. And if you do research, you'll see it in writing that I didn't want money. I just wanted product. And I started in the winter and I started passing out hot soup. And then this lady came up to me, could have been my mother, didn't have a gloves on or a hat, just got evicted by a very big landlord in Brockton that, doesn't have the heart I do, that had a week-to-week lease, and out the door she was. I gave her my hat, I gave her my gloves, and I asked for help, but I didn't want money. And where we are today, I'm dumbfounded. I started doing the hot soup and passing out jackets and gloves and backpacks. Ocean State Job Lot was one of the first major companies that jumped in to help me with product. They're still helping me to this day. They just dropped off 3,000 backpacks last Thursday. And for me to fill these backpacks, it's thousands of dollars.
Right.
So it's and I know when we started, but to keep going every day, I wonder where we're going to get the money to keep somebody warm. Everyone deserves to take a shower, put on clean clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what they've been through, and I don't want to know what they've been through. It's best I don't know. But to keep warm in the winter, you've been outside. Everyone's been outside with their fingers tingling.
Sure.
That might not have a pair of gloves. It's the simple things. The simple things like gloves, hand warmers, jackets, boots. We're going into, this is going to be much worse than it was last year. I'm hearing the news. I listen to the news about evictions and this and that. We're really unsure of what tomorrow brings. We're very fortunate. I think we take so much for granted, most of us, that not everyone wants to be homeless.
Oh, no.
And
is that, you were talking about how this year is going to be worse. With COVID, have you seen already a spike in people on the streets?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, but it changes every day. It rotates out there. You look at oh boy, because I didn't ask for this. I didn't have the knowledge when I started this. I do now, and I really didn't care too much. But now I care. This is my life. That I see what I see out there every day, and I'm amazed. It isn't like just a drug addict that's on the street. It's Mrs. Smith that used to live across the street that had 2 kids that her husband might have abused her, or they couldn't afford their home. That they have lost their home and they're going to lose their home. Or little Jimmy that used to change his diapers now is a drug addict.
Yeah.
And this is what has ripped me apart inside to be so passionate. And my son Travis he's my passion. He's my drive.
Do you think that's the common misconception that people have, is either people on the street deserve to be there or want to be there? Do you think that's something that?
Yeah, I do. See, I do, and it's shame on us. But the people that think that way, they're taking a shower, they're putting on clean socks, they're changing their underwear, they have a roof over their head. We really take, as a human being, so much for granted.
Right.
I believe that. But just keep in mind, anything I say here is my opinion.
Oh, of course.
I
Yeah.
don't want to piss anybody off.
Well,
I don't think
honestly,
it's a bad opinion.
yeah, I think it's a pretty good opinion. If someone's pissed off, but I don't really care, to be honest with you.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm very, very emotional with the loss of my son, and I always will be, because I feel I could have done more, but I didn't. But I think that we can help people. You know, there's just so much to do.
Yeah.
There's so much to do, and it's you know, it's bringing awareness. It's acting. It's, you know, everyone says they want to do this, they want to do that. Then do it. We have so many resources. I'm a true believer in nonprofits, working with nonprofits. But there were so many people in the nonprofit sector that they don't deserve to be in their chair.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't want to go south with this, because I see so much that I just can't even fathom.
Yeah.
You know, the millions and millions of dollars people are getting now for this COVID. You know, we put out over 10,000 brown bag lunches, and we paid for it with donations. 10,000 brown bag lunches, and I don't even know how I started to do it every day.
Do you do lunches in different places every day, or do you kind of go back? So what does the schedule kind of look?
I had to stop the lunches because I started the showers.
Oh, okay.
You know, these are $50,000 showers I bring into towns and cities. I'm trying to get into Plymouth.
Oh, yep, sure.
Plymouth doesn't have a homeless population, not much of a homeless population.
Well, they're here for sure.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
You know, I've talked to Melissa. You know, what I can't understand is, like, coming into Plymouth, or whether it be Worcester or Boston, that you have to fight to get in with something so humane as taking a shower. You have to go through all this crazy stuff.
Red tape.
You know, Boston, it's taken me 2 years to get into Boston. We finally had somebody from City Hall to come to see how we operate. And now I'm hoping next spring we'll be there. I'm hoping next spring that once a week I'll be able to come into Plymouth to do a shower and clean clothes, because it's not just a shower they get. They get underwear, they get socks, they get toiletries, underwear. You know, to put on a clean pair of underwear if you wear them is pretty cool.
Oh, I mean, it's super basic but really important stuff. I mean, like you said, we take for granted for sure.
So we do. We really do. We do. You know, before I started this, as I say, this was a gift, because I get anxiety terribly. I mean, I have a service dog. He's cool. He helps me. I have people around me that I love and I adore that put up with me. But I couldn't talk to people because my anxiety got so bad. But this has been a gift to me that I can run my mouth like I'm doing. I haven't stopped since I've got on your podcast.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's what the podcast is for.
I'm just so... My passion is, you'll never find anyone with a passion, and this will go on after I die, that the Soupman Corp will go on. We're coming out with a food line. We're coming out with Soupman Essentials, ways that I don't have to count on the grants. I mean, you can't even get a grant for 2 years after you've been a nonprofit. We're just starting to work with Bridgewater State. We need grant writers. We need some smart people. You know, it seems like I'm just flabbergasted by the millions and millions and millions of dollars that have been given away to other nonprofits that I can't see doing what we do and activate and do what they do on a daily basis that we do. We're out there every day, either trying to keep someone warm, giving the shower, or trying to feed someone. We're getting no grants. I went into a coalition today of homelessness from another, Zoom meeting, and And I just can't even fathom it. We got $800,000 to do what we're doing, and they're fixing the bathroom. We need to act on what we need to act on today. Well, what are we going to do about, because of the spaces that the shelters, most of the shelters are not up and running.
Right.
The soup kitchens are down. I'm trying to open up a soup kitchen in Brockton, and a food pantry. I'm working on this stuff every day. And I just can't, I don't know where I'm going with this, other than I just can't, we take so much for granted.
Now, where this year has been such a crazy year, have people been donating like face coverings to you as well? Is that something that's...
Yeah, this is a corporate that's going, this has made us stronger. And I believe it's made us stronger is because of everybody sees what we do on a daily basis. Every day. If you take a look at my Facebook page, Support the Soupman, we're out there every day. You take a look at my website, we have some pretty big sponsors.
Yeah.
But, for $50,000 for all the craft, that money was spent immediately.
Right.
It
sounds like there's always something to spend the money on.
Well, no, we bought a portable shower. I have 3 of them. One's in Bangor, Maine, as I said earlier, and, we still support that shower.
Yeah. And
financially, we've obligated to do an awful lot.
And you have two like a full size and a half size like school bus that you use as well too, right?
Yes, I do. I have 2 Lucini family, Lucini bus lines. Billy Lucini and his family have been, a donor and supported me since day one. I lost a son, but I have gained new family. Mm-hmm. These folks are incredible people. He's given me 2 buses. We've converted them into kind of like a walk-in closet.
Yeah.
One travels with the shower that I travel with. I'm heading to Maine next week to do something with the chief of police of Pittsfield, Maine, that has been, a good supporter of mine. One hand washes the other with me.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't mean that in a bad way.
I didn't realize you covered as far north as Maine. So what's the area that you covered?
I've gone as far as Millinocket. We'll be up in one of those buses is designated for the state of Maine.
Yeah.
And that's all going to be done with donations. That will go up as far as Presque Isle in Houghton. I have a gentleman in Maine that's on my board of directors that will cover Maine with the bus. I'm going up the end of the month for a week myself to introduce the bus. But I have another bus that is here in Massachusetts. And when I go to Maine, I'm bringing 1,500 backpacks with me.
Right.
I buy, hundreds of boots at a time. Unfortunately, we have been able to keep this going with the donations. But we're active every day. You can see what we're spending for money. And I believe that has a lot to do with why people support us.
And have you experienced have you had someone that you have met and helped on the street who has gotten off the street and then, returned the favor and given back? Have you experienced that yet?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. And it happens quite a bit. I've been doing this for almost 4 years now. And I was in Manchester, New Hampshire, running a shower, and I had gone up there last year, year before, and these 2 ladies pulled up in the car as I was at Market Basket, and they pulled up and gave me a donation and said, "You gave me a jacket." Yes, that helps. That's rewarding.
Oh, I can
when
imagine.
Somebody that you've given something to that was down and out that can give back, whether it's $5 or anything, or just your love. I don't need your money. I need your love.
Yeah.
I need your support. Well, I do need your money. But what I really want is everyone's love. Mm-hmm. You don't need everything new. Everyone's got boots in their closet they're not wearing. Everyone's got one of jackets in their closet they're not wearing. we're working with some pretty big hospitals and some big companies to do with their employees, boot drives, jacket drives. We're working with the Westgate Mall in Brockton. They're doing a big boot in jacket drive filibus. And we're raffling off a Harley.
Oh,
I'm hoping to make some money.
I'm looking at that right now, actually.
Buy a ticket.
It's up to 22,000, just over 22,000 raised.
Yeah, but I'm hoping to, that bike wasn't free. We got a good price.
Yeah.
I'm hoping, we're going to raffle it off in December either way. I was hoping to make $20,000-$30,000. I think we'd be lucky if we make 10, but that's $10,000 more than we had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 47. Buy a ticket.
$114. People gamble all over the United States.
Oh, sure.
I wish I could tell everybody.
And they should.
It's either 15,000 cash or a Harley. I'm hoping they'll take the cash and I can raffle off a Harley again.
Nice. Yeah, and that's on your website as well, right?
Right.
Support the Soupman.
Support, yeah. Support the Soupman.org. And I don't do this for my benefit. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
I was a lot better off when I had a doggy daycare.
So why was it soup? Generally when I think of stuff like this, people pass out sandwiches. Why did you specifically go with soup?
Well, because it's quick for me to make.
Yeah.
My soups are absolutely delicious. And it's warmth. It's love.
Mm-hmm.
Shows kindness. And I started making soup in an old beat up, well, no, not old beat up, but yeah, kind of, Toyota. And I made a soup station, and out of the blue, I'm going to make some hot soup, and I'm bringing it into my homeless friends. And they trust me.
Yeah.
Whether they like me sometimes or not, that's another word. It is what it is.
So you have these backpacks and boots and all these things. You must have some sort of storage unit, facility, or warehouse?
Yeah. Actually, Boston Trailer just gave us a ash end of semi. We have storage units. We're trying to put everything in that. Yeah. And we have a couple people that have donated different storage units. We have storage units, but we're cleaning them out. We have a lot of stuff that we won't use,
mm-hmm.
that we're giving to other nonprofits, a lot of clothes. It's hard to ask. What I need now is I need size 9 boots and above. I need extra large and extra large jackets. We have plenty of smalls. We have plenty of mediums, but it's the big sizes that we really need because folks bundle up outside.
Right, sure. So they may have 2 jackets on or something to stay warm.
This is survival.
Yeah.
This is survival. Have any of you ever, I'm not sure you've all had frostbite or been outside when you're freezing, your toes are freezing. This happens to too many people, especially, our veterans that have fought for us, you, me. There's just too many people out there. And I don't want to get into politics because I refuse to, because it's not going to end good. But we do a lot for other countries. We need to help our neighbors.
Sure. And it's just so unfortunate that, the world that we live in, we're the richest country and we still have people on the streets. It just doesn't make sense.
Nah, it doesn't make sense to me. I want property. I want shelters. I want rehab houses. There are grants out there to do this stuff. So hopefully we can get into them and we can make this, to help. We've lost, and I didn't know all this stuff. Trust me. But because it was never in my, when I grow up, I want to drive a school bus and help the homeless, or it was never, I want to own portable showers and bring them into a town or a city. That was never a dream of mine. Why I was chosen, I'll never understand. I fight battles every day. I have addictions. I am who I am. And, this is what I do now. This is what I have to do now until the day I die. And I'm not going anywhere soon. I swear God's going to curse me and keep me alive forever.
Well, I mean, you're helping so many people. Let's hope so. I mean, that's. I think the message just alone that you're saying is, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but it almost sounds like you're saying you're not a perfect person, but you're helping other people.
No, I'm not.
I mean, that's
either are you.
Oh God, no, I know. You can ask me the fish.
And I don't know you from Adam.
No, but I'm definitely not. No.
So we all have a story, and some are just worse than others. I have a story.
But I think it's great that you're not letting that story define you, and you're doing something amazing.
Nah. No. I'm on a mission, and Travis is my passion, and Travis is my drive.
So do you have a lot of volunteers that work along with you?
Yes, we do, but we had to stop a lot of that because of the virus, because of COVID. It's like everything else out there. You have to cut back. Yeah, we haven't cut back. We're doing more.
Yeah.
So are the other organizations that help the homeless. We're up against the wall because we have more we can do, and more we can do. We have more that should be done. And, we're trying to find like the day shelters.
Yeah.
Well, God, I don't know. I have this bus thing that why can't we just take some of the buses that aren't being used by the schools to keep people warm? Maybe bring them on a road trip, buy them lunch. I mean, that's my thinking. I guess our liabilities would be tough.
Yeah. So you mentioned already that you need size 9 up in boots and larger coats. Are there other things that are in high demand that you need?
Yes, socks. I mean, we put an order in today, just for my little venture I'm doing in the next 2 weeks for 1,500 pair of socks. That's $1,500.
Right.
Maybe I don't know what the buying rate today is. I'm not the one purchasing, but 1,500 gloves. We need 1,500 toiletry bags. We need 1,500 plus, hand warmers and boot warmers and scarves and hats. We pass out more gloves and socks than we do anything. Mm-hmm. And those still, at China prices that come into the United States, those are $1.85, $2 a pair, or $3 for the really good ones.
Yeah.
Times I suspect to go through. I'm hoping 10,000 pair of socks this winter.
Wow,
that's $10,000. Gloves, 10,000 pair of gloves. That's at least $15,000. And there are people out there that can afford to help. Because I'm not reaping off it. Trust me. I just know there's people out there that can help. That if they, you can see what we do. And I keep saying this every day on our website, as well as our Facebook page. It's not because I'm in Hawaii soaking up the sun. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you spend as much time outside as anybody else.
I do. I'm out there every day. There's no vacation for Peter Kelleher. I don't see one in sight. Now, we're coming up to a rougher season.
Yeah. Is there something that people typically donate that you're like, this isn't necessary, or people don't use it?
Yes.
So, like, what is
all
that?
All the time, like false teeth.
People donate false teeth?
I've got a set of false teeth. Yep, I've got used stuff, used underwear. We don't use that stuff, and I think someone might be just trying to clean their house, and we might take it, but we have to go through this stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it happens all the time. So, just like the boxes you see from the Salvation Army and what have you, what people put in those are absolutely, it's cheaper for them to drop it off there than go to the dump.
Right. So stuff they're just trying to get rid of, opposed to actually
right. And, if you would have asked me this question 5 years ago, I wouldn't give you an answer, but I have one today.
Yeah,
it's because this is a learning experience for me, and I suck it all in.
Oh, I can't believe someone donated false. That's I don't know.
Yeah. Crazy.
Raffle those off.
Yeah, really. I got a comment for that, but it's best I keep it to myself.
Yeah.
I'm pretty rough on the edges.
So, I mean, including the donations, but like, are there other ways that people can help?
Yeah, if they don't want to give us a donation, they can buy something and send it to us.
Yeah. So,
or if they don't want to get involved, then just give us your love and share it. Share what we do. Share our Facebook page. Share our website.
And buy a ticket for the Harley.
Buy a Harley ticket. Or share it. We just launched something today that has been a dream of mine since the first 6 weeks or 7 weeks I've been in it, because I realized that I had to come up with ways to make money to support this nonprofit. Is Soupman Essentials.
What are those?
So you buy a backpack, you give a backpack. You buy blankets, you give one. This is all corporate stuff. SoupmanEssentials.com.
No. Okay.
We're doing a Kickstarter for this. This is incredible. Pull up that site.
I'm doing that right now. SoupmanEssentials.com.
Yeah. And the proceeds from this, the profits will go back into my nonprofit.
Oh, cool! So you can actually buy product for yourself.
Yes.
And
on a corporate level.
Yeah. It's nice looking stuff too. Like, it's not.
It's all made in America.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't want to give the implication that it's something that's cheap. It's very quality looking stuff.
Oh, it is. Yeah. It is quality looking stuff, but it's at very good prices as well. But keep in mind, this allows us to do our mission.
Right.
And it's all top quality product, and we're going to be adding a lot more to it. We're getting into the Christmas wreaths.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, that's from, I have another website that's coming, is the Soupman Foods.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be adding to our shop on our website.
So I'm looking.
All the profits are coming back into my nonprofit. There'll never be a day I'll be driving a Mercedes.
Yeah. So I'm looking at the Soupman Essentials website, and there's a picture of a gentleman with a dog. Is dog homelessness an issue?
That's my Koji.
Oh, that's your dog?
Yeah, that's my service dog, Koji.
It's adorable.
Skateboards, does agility, and he's pretty smart. He just did his first interview on Friday.
He did an interview?
Yeah, with the Pet Gazette.
Oh, no offense, Peter. I didn't know I could get the dog.
He's absolutely handsome as heck.
Yeah.
Smarter than most people I know.
Well, I think this is great stuff. So they can go to Soupman. Support the Soupman.org or SoupmanEssentials.com to check out what you got going on.
Right. Yeah.
And
once again, if you can't help, I just need your love.
Yeah. And so they can make donations of money or
right.
Not gross clothing items. So,
right.
Yeah.
We can use used boots and used jackets, but keep in mind, we buy all this stuff bulk.
Right.
We get some pretty good prices. And then Ocean State Job Lot is a big supporter.
I think that's amazing.
Support Ocean State. They can support us. I don't know. It's not about me. It's about people helping people. That's pretty simple.
And if someone's hearing this and you're not in their area, I mean, they can always make some lunches and pass them out to the people in their area, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. it's not all about my mission. You know, grab it, and when you make 2 sandwiches, if you make a sandwich, you bring it to work, make 2. Put it in a brown bag. Pass it to somebody on the street. Because everybody that's on the street that's walking sees somebody in need. This isn't all about my mission. But I will have showers. You know, I have so much happening. I'm hoping to have a shower in every major city in New England. We have states up through the United States that want to jump on board to have one of our showers, and you know, even California is coming after us to do what we do. We get emails every day. That's, you know, it's nuts. It's nuts.
So when you started 4 years ago, you said you never expected to be where you are today.
Absolutely not.
Do you have an expectation for the next 4 years?
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. We're going to help a hell of a lot of people. Yep. Yeah, I'm hoping that Soupman Essentials will bring in, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars that we can, you know, like Newman's Own is helping me financially.
Oh, wow.
They're not letting me in on any secrets.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're helping us financially. We have some pretty big supporters. Blue Cross Blue Shield has just come aboard. Yeah. And, you know, we work for this every day, myself and my team, to make this happen. You know, there was not too long ago, I had like $78 in our bank account wondering what I was going to do, you know, with my head in the toilet, with nerves just nuts. What are we going to do? Then I get a big donor, $25,000, JD Lorenzo.
I think I think what you're doing is really incredible, and I mean, the scale of which is far beyond what I ever expected that you were doing, and I'm kind of speechless.
Oh, it's amazing. It's a beautiful thing.
Hannah, do you have any follow-up questions?
You know what? No, I don't. But my thoughts are the same as yours, Andy. I'm just like kind of blown away at the capacity of this movement that he has going here, and really just for everything you've accomplished so far. And I'm just reading things on the website. One thing that I really love is the creed that you have here. So to care, clean, clothe, connect, and feed the needs of our homeless. And I just feel like it's a super clear message, and the fact that it's not just your mission, you're anyone can go make a sandwich and help people out any given day of the week. And I just love that it's just so much bigger than you feel like it's so much bigger than what you have going on.
It is. It's not all about what I'm doing. It's about what everyone's doing to help people. You know, you see somebody, or I don't see many children out there. Every once in a while, I see a teenager, or I see a mother that is just so down and out with a little girl with, you know, tears down her eyes, or a son that just this sucks. Sucks. It sucks for me to see what I see every day and know there are so many more people that can help, especially powerful people.
Well, Peter, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to talk to us. I encourage all our listeners to go to supportthesoupman.org or soupmanessentials.com. Pitch in however you can, boots, backpacks, food. You know, I mean, they're someone's brothers, uncles, cousins, sons, and daughters out in the street, and there's no reason why we can't help them.
Thank you for having me, and I'm hoping we can do this again. We have a lot to do through the holidays.
Yeah, we'll definitely have you on again. And you know, if there's any way that we can help, you know, please feel free to reach out and we'll do what we can.
Well, let's start a collection for jackets.
Sure. So
immediately.
Okay. I will get us Plymouth people organized and get a jacket collection going.
All right. Let's get this done.
Sure thing.
Thank you.
No problem. Thanks, Peter.
Thanks, Peter.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to today's podcast. You can find us on all social medias at Inebri-art or on Instagram at Inebri-art6. You can email us at Inebri-art@yahoo.com. And make sure you listen to the other podcasts on the Inebri-art Podcast Network, including Bar Talk, Old Colony Cast, Retro Redoctopus, America's Hometown Horror Podcast, and our newest one, Theme Park Legends, a podcast about working at theme parks. What else? And we'll catch you again next time.